From the studios of Foxboro Cable Access, located in the center of Foxborough, Massachusetts, you are watching Around Foxborough.
Hi, I'm Steve Uden, host of Around Foxborough for this episode. Again, a really lucky guy, and thanks to my producer, Jerry Love, and Paul in engineering the show, for my good luck of talking with Chris Rappold, who many people know here in town is the owner and soul in many ways of an important business to many of the youth in our town, Personal Best Karate. They're over near the mall by, what is it, Ocean State Job Lot. They're right in there. And they've been a really good participant in our community, in parades, at Founders Day, and other things. And there's a philanthropic charitable organization that's arm of your business. It's a 501c3. It's a nonprofit, and that's largely what we're going to talk about. We might talk about martial arts and the martial art business a little bit. Chris is a wonderful guy. He's a friend to many, yes. And one of those people they probably can call the mayor of Foxborough. You know a lot of people in town.
I think Jerry Love is the mayor of Foxborough.
Yeah, well, there's lots of people that can get that title, but you do know a lot of people. And
I do.
If we could, just talk a little bit about Personal Best Karate.
Sure.
Because you are part of the development of some of our youth here in town for what? I don't even know how many years. How many years have you been?
So Personal Best has been in existence. I opened it 2 months after I graduated college in '91. So we're celebrating our 34th year, 32, I believe 31 years in Foxborough now.
Oh my gosh.
Years, yeah.
Was Foxborough your first dojo? Is that the right term?
Easton, and then expanded to Norton was our first, and then Foxborough was our second. So over 30 years now in the town of Foxborough, same location.
Are you happy, and can you tell me how many, what do I call them? I'm sorry to be a clumsy interviewer here, but are they students? What would you call the people that come to learn karate?
What would you call them? Yes, sir.
Paying customers, but I have no class.
It's interesting. No. It's interesting.
There might be a Japanese or Middle East.
Yeah, you are right about that. I've never referred to my students as customers. It's just something about passing on the tradition of martial arts as it was passed to me. I guess in a transactional sense they are, but it's always we have an instructor-student relationship, teacher-student. Yeah.
Do students come back after they, let's say you're working with junior high students,
sure,
and they go to high school and then they go off to college or the military or wherever life takes them.
Sure.
Do they ever come back and say, man, this was a real important time in my life here?
I have the best job in the world because of what you just said. It's so touching to me, some of the stories that I get about the impact. As a teacher, and anybody that's listening to this, whatever they teach, the best that you could possibly hope for is whatever you're passionate about that you're trying to share with someone else, that it impacts them in a positive way and it improves their life somehow. And some of them have been incredibly flattering. We've placed people at all of the Ivy League colleges in America and abroad. We have people that have gone into the military. We have Navy SEALs that have, come through our program, and then on Rangers, in the Army. It's been wonderful. And now, because it's been 34 years, now it's generational, and these children that grew up at Personal Best, they're bringing their children now, and so.
Well, it's kind of like a private and a public school relationship, because you're part of the maturation process of the individual,
right?
And maybe even the family or circle of friends that they hang out with as a result of learning the.
Right.
I want to use your terms, your development and character. right?
Yeah.
I mean, I understand the martial art part, but the development characters is here and here, right?
Yeah. Well, I think for us that's always been a huge value. Understanding. I look at martial arts, or if we call it personal protection, I look at it like swimming. As a dad of 2 daughters, it was my responsibility as a father to make sure they knew how to tread water and they could get easily from one side of a pool to another. So I believe everyone should know the basics of how to protect themselves, even if it just extends to awareness skills.
Right.
Thank God, because of the area in the country that we live in, most people aren't going to need to protect themselves. So we want to derive more benefit from it than that. And, everyone, especially today, is, we're constantly tested in character and in leadership, in our ability to communicate, our ability to influence other people. So when you take those 2 things together, you have something very powerful, Steve. If there is any kind of everyday life brings conflict to us. And
I think you're interviewing me because you just changed the subject to what I wanted to talk about.
Brilliant. Let's bring it on.
So we were just talking about character.
Yes, sir.
Which brings us to, I think, really why you're on the show today. You have a charitable arm of your business.
Yes.
And you're going to be very involved in an event. And I want you, if you would, to talk about it.
Sure.
And advertise the heck out of it. Let's go.
Yes, sir. So it started 30 years ago, so this will be our 30th year doing it. We started the first year. And the genesis of it was, what is something that we could do? We talk about service above self, but if you're
I'm a Rotarian, so that's one of the things we say.
I was a Rotarian too, and so that's where the expression, now that you say that, I'm sure I got it from, and it comes through me.
Sure.
But when you sit down and you lecture a child, that's one thing, and it's good. Children need to hear the stories and they need to be spoken to. But I wanted to expand it to something that would be experiential. I wanted to give them something that they could really get in their bones. What is this whole thing about? What does service really mean? When I was younger, we would raise money for the starving children in Ethiopia. So I remember my lunch money was a quarter, a dime, and a nickel.
Yeah, I had the 40 cent.
40 cents,
40 cent
right?
lunch, man.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So what we would do is one day a month or whatever, we would donate our 40 cents to the children, and it was beautiful.
Yeah.
It's wonderful. However, understandably, we never got to see what the money went to. So the brigade was born 30 years ago with a goal of, can we create an experience so that a child or a family can be part of the whole process. They can be part of donating the money or raising the money. They can be in charge of donating the foods, purchasing the foods, packaging the foods, and delivering the meal to the door of the recipient. Because now what you've done is you've taken it from a lecture, but now you've put a child in position to really understand locally how very fortunate they are for what they have.
Amen.
Right?
Yeah.
And we have beautiful people in this community. And many parents have come up to me and they've said, thank you to our team, because it's far more than just me. But thank you, because I always wanted to provide this experience for my child, but I never really knew how. And this experience really, provides every step of the way what it feels like, and it really gets to their emotion, both for the parents and for the children. So,
how did you get involved in this? Were you and your charitable brigade? Did somebody tickle your fancy about this, or did you imagine where you wanted to go with your philanthropy?
Yeah, it's a great question. I was looking for an opportunity, something that would be able to teach the children and the parents. I wanted to give them an experience of, not just the lecture, of what service is about. And sometimes people equate martial arts, they say personal best karate brigade. And yes, it is true that we started there, and the lion's share of our volunteers and our fundraising, et cetera, is within our schools. But now, in 2006 or 7, we created the nonprofit Personal Best Charity. And so now this is really a community-wide event, because it goes far beyond Personal Best Karate. We have National Honor Society, we have hockey teams, we have football teams, we have cheerleading teams, we have basketball teams, we have baseball teams.
Private and public schools, or
we have
religious or non-religious private schools?
Absolutely, we're a melting pot.
Well, because your martial arts work, it reaches so many different people that
for sure
might be in a silo otherwise.
Absolutely, and we have, in addition, we have, I believe, 10 public schools that are collecting canned goods for us. They're all, we're all partnered together in this.
Do you work with any corporations in the area? I won't mention the big ones. If you want to mention them, please.
No,
but we all know who the usual generous suspects are in this community for corporate. Well, we know that.
Yes. Well, I would start with the bigger ones. Certainly, Patriot Place.
The mall.
Yes. This is where the event takes place. So very generous on
really?
On the Kraft family to be able to extend the invitation for us to have our fundraising event there, and they do a lot for us in ensuring that it's a successful, safe, family-friendly event. So we start there. Shaw's Supermarket provides us, this year we'll feed over 2,000 families for Thanksgiving, and they provide us the recyclable bags that all go.
Terrific! Yeah,
it's just
they're really useful.
Just wonderful. We have many local businesses that have been sponsors of ours for 10 plus years. It's really wonderful. It's, as you well know, this is a very, very generous community.
Yeah, I don't know what's in the water, but I love it here.
It really is. It's wonderful,
real.
And I think wherever you go, whatever you're looking for, you'll find.
Yeah.
But I've been blessed in the communities that we serve that we want to be good. We want to be good neighbors. To all of the nonprofits and causes in the area, and everybody is always wonderful partnering with us on this.
Is it all year or seasonal, or do you have sort of a sine wave of busyness in the generosity? For example, Thanksgiving, God bless us all, and it's nice that this organization can do such a thing. So let's use Thanksgiving for an example. Where do you stage all the food to bundle, to distribute, and what manner do you distribute it in? Sometimes it's people in cars going right to someone's house. Sometimes people come to a pickup center. I've worked with those as a volunteer. How do you get it out and stage it?
Yeah, so...
and do you need help with it? Could you use a company around here is big... healthy place to put the goods.
Anyone in the community, business person,
churches.
Absolute organizations, sure. Anyone where providing a Thanksgiving meal speaks to them. We welcome everybody's participation in it. Again, it's, we get the credit, and yes, we lead the effort, but this is a community event. We could not independently do what we do on our own. It takes a village, you know that. So your question about where does this take place, the packaging and the delivery takes place from Foxborough Regional Charter School.
Oh, there you go. Okay,
and
they're
kind enough to
good
loan
people
us,
over there.
Wonderful. Loan us their gymnasium for 2 days.
It's a big gym too.
And it's wonderful. So we have the 18-wheeler trucks that come in Saturday morning.
Oh, that's great. It's right down the street from your dojo here in Foxborough.
We have it all set up. And
wow.
The volunteers come in to package.
Does the school participate?
Absolutely.
Other than the space, they also...
They make it available to all of the students to participate or to collect canned goods. Again,
that's terrific.
It's everybody. We're all just trying to take care of the people in our community.
Yeah. And like-minded people, the Rotarians.
Absolutely.
We've done some scholarship work over there recently, annually. for graduating seniors, and they are a terrific group of people to work with. And
Wonderful.
There's a vibe there that is contagious.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I can see that working.
Yeah, we're really we're very fortunate.
What do you need? And I'm not talking about the food.
Mm-hmm.
Do you need for the week trucks or some kind of transportation or refrigeration or is there anything you're lacking that you're like running your hand through your hair going, dang, I wish I could get that?
Right now, the big event, we kind of look at one event at a time.
Mm-hmm.
So the big event that we have coming up is on November 8th, and that takes place at Patriot Place. That's our turkey trot.
Okay.
So if we
running race?
Well, it is a 100-yard dash.
Okay.
For the younger children.
On the field?
Not on the field.
In the area?
It's directly.
On the property.
Have you gone behind Bass Pro Shop?
Sure, yeah. The cranberry bog in there?
Gorgeous.
Gorgeous,
They have
beautiful.
They have about 100-yard
I can imagine that, sure.
And it's beautiful.
Yeah, good photography too.
Oh, it's wonderful. We have a 1-mile walk for families. And then we have, for the people that are a little bit more competitive or they want a little more of a challenge, it's an official 5K.
Mm-hmm.
So we've tried to make an event where it's inclusive of everybody.
What about people that might be in, say, wheelchairs or scooters or something like that? I'm not trying to trap you at all, but is there an opportunity for people that are using assistance to participate?
I appreciate you asking that. I don't think it's a trick at all. We had a really beautifully moving scenario where one of our younger students was born with a degenerative disease.
Uh-huh.
And we're proud to say her and her whole family got out there and, almost like, she needs a walker and she's only
Right.
a little bitty thing. And they did the whole 1 mile with her and they
Beautiful.
really embraced the opportunity. We have enough volunteers there and enough good-hearted, solid people that if somebody had any sort of a limitation and
They'd make it happen.
Oh my goodness. And those are the things that make the event really special.
And gets right back to what you talked about a few minutes ago, and that's the soul of this community.
The soul, absolutely.
Even short term, if you're like, I need X, Y, and Z, usually if you have 2 or 3 days and a good phone book,
you asked,
you can make stuff happen.
Yes, sir. You asked a little bit earlier about, this is one day, what do you need and how long does this take?
Yeah, like, posts along the road
Sure.
where
The brigade is a year-long process.
Okay.
For what most people think of as, I go there for an afternoon.
Right.
It's a year's worth of work by a selfless group of committee members that have been part of Personal Best Charity for some 3 decades, but I think everybody's closing in on a decade on the committee.
Sure.
And they work year-round in fundraising, given their time, their effort, their energy, their passion, and their love for this, because we don't get anything out of it, but in some ways we get the most out of it, and I think you know what I mean.
And there's a spiritual connection, whether it's religious or universal or whatever.
There's something bigger than yourself.
There's something in your heart, yeah.
Right. And regarding that, so it's a year-long process of what they give to be able to make the whole thing happen. But it's just very special.
Wow. We only have a couple minutes left, but I want to tell you, and I think you know this because you've been on this show and others here before, but what we'd like to do is in editing, because this is a taped show, so we can edit it, put whatever media and contact info and name of the organization people can search or Google on.
Right.
But let's say I can't do anything, but I want to make a donation.
Sure.
Can I mail a check or a gift card or something to somewhere, and can we put that information up? How do you get money? Or how do you get participation where somebody may say be housebound or away?
Absolutely. Right? So if this type of service, because there's a lot of good causes in our community, certainly we're not the only one, but if this particular cause really speaks to someone's heart after hearing about it, they can go on Venmo to personal best charity. They can go on PayPal to personal best charity. If they're a local business or they have a product or service that they'd like to donate to the raffle.
There you go.
That
right.
happens that morning at the Trot event. They
Are you
can
doing
do that.
baskets and raffling baskets off?
Yes, absolutely.
Let's talk about that. What kind of participation do you have for? I'm on the Founders Day and Rotary, and I live for baskets.
The baskets are
I don't
great,
care what's in
right.
it, as long as it's something nice.
Well, shout out to Maria Stefanos, who I had some dialogue with today, and she's...
Yeah, they're very nice family, and her husband is an incredible artist.
Oh my goodness! I mean,
Dale is very funny man.
I don't know his personality as far as
you would love Dale.
He's always very straight when I've been around him, but
funny man.
it doesn't surprise me. But Maria is she's
they're
so
nice people,
so gracious, and
they've helped us with Founders Day over the years.
Wonderful, and they're donating something really special, kind of a VIP experience for taped television Christmas lighting that they're doing in Boston, and I
thought they were just going to get in their car and drive by my house and go, "That's where Steve Uden lives."
Well, I mean,
that would be VIP. That would be very VIP.
That would be something.
Yeah, that would be something.
But we have that. We have all of the local restaurants and vendors and product and service people come out. It's really beautiful. And
is it an auction or a raffle?
It's for that day we have a silent auction for some of the bigger prizes, like that one that I had just mentioned. But we also have people can buy an arm's length of raffle tickets, and they can put the raffle in whichever that they want. So that's wonderful.
Is it weather permitting, the big day?
Oh, we've had God on our side, right?
Yeah.
But it is rain or shine.
What's the day?
It's Saturday.
This Saturday?
No, sir. Saturday, November 8th.
Oh, sorry, I slipped. Yep, bad host.
Okay.
Sorry about that. November 8th.
That's what I'm here for, Steve.
Thanks. Right? That's right. We're doing this together.
We're in this together.
Yeah.
But
November 8th.
Yes, sir.
From when to when?
Yes. So it starts. Registration opens at 8 a.m. Behind Bass Pro Shop at Patriot Place.
Okay.
And the whole thing is done. It's an hour and a half, 2 hours from start to finish.
Will there be like a coffee wagon or a food truck or anything like that?
I want to say that we have, I think I can say this, we have Chick-fil-A that is going to be partnering with us in providing lemonade and coffee. And so
I've never seen a store open in the last 2 weeks with so much business. I mean, every time I drive by that place, I'm one of the cars that went through, as you can tell.
Yeah, they historic, legendary.
I love you, man, and I could talk to you for another hour, but we're almost done. We have a couple minutes, but I just want to ask one quick question to go back to the karate, the dojo.
Yes.
And a busy day. Are there hockey moms, but they're karate moms?
Oh, I know
or
you
hockey
wanted
dads?
to ask this.
I've been itching to know that.
I know you wanted to ask
Well,
that.
people pull up with Ford Explorers full of hockey gear and football gear, and but there's got to be people that mums and dads and those that love the students that go there that love to watch this, and do you have that? Is there such a thing as a karate mom or a karate dad?
Yeah, well, my mom was a karate mom.
Well, there you go.
So I'm going to answer it in two parts. One is I understand competition because as a professional athlete, I won 5 world titles in karate. I competed all over the world.
You?
Yes.
Wow.
Yes.
Okay.
And I also, Paul Mitchell, probably the hair care products you use.
That's how I keep it so beautiful.
There you go. So I've been a part
Awapui.
Awapui, yeah. Thank goodness. So your purchase of Awapui has afforded me the opportunity to travel all over this planet.
I'll be darned.
He's been my corporate sponsor all these years, and now I run his World Karate team. So you asked.
Really?
Yeah. So you asked about competition, and the team Paul Mitchell is the #1 team in the world, bar none. So I'm somebody that understands competition probably at a level that most.
I'm with a real celebrity here. This is really interesting. We haven't met until now.
Right.
I've known of you, and wow, you're a whole separate show. I'd love to talk about that.
Well, thank you, but So you asked about the mums and dads.
Yeah.
So I've been in it my whole life. And so I like to think, do we have karate mums and dads that are very passionate about it in the sport aspect of it? We absolutely do. But we're just, they're imbued with the culture of what does competition do for someone? It allows them to tap into something that they probably wouldn't be able to achieve without that level of push from their opponent. So we do it, and I'd like to think we do it in the right way to get all of the positives, but minimize some of those negatives that sometimes comes with competition.
This was a real pleasure for me.
Friend.
And the last few minutes, there were things about you I didn't even know. I'm very impressed, and my heart is full with what you're doing, because like you and I have been saying in and out of this interview, I think we're cut in many ways from the same cloth of kindness and goodness and compassion and care, and in a world where if we put as much energy into food drives as we do other things that we complain about, we could be in real good shape.
I think our time, especially in 2025, I think we're starving for experiences like this, and there are plenty of them that do the heart good.
And it's not like you can pull over. You can jump right into it and get off the highway of complaining about everything in the world or whatever. I'm not going to go there, but we're out of time. And I'm going to look into the camera here, and again, thank you.
Thank you, Steve.
Sincerely, thank you very much.
Thank you. I appreciate your time.
Paul, thank you very much. I'd like to thank Jury Love, our producer, and of course Paul in the engineering room doing his marvelous work as a volunteer here at Foxboro Cable Access, and all the people that help us out. This is a green screen room. It looks like we're on street level, but we're about 42 stories up in the Foxboro Cable Access Tower here in the center of town. So, Chris, look at your camera and wave goodbye, and God bless us all, and thank you very much. Good night.